are listening live to the Vito and Vito Show. Disrespectful to the executive branch.
I would remind you that extremism in the defense of liberty is no vice.
Don't sign the damn deal, and the president won't.
Therefore, I do not believe that the majority can vote amend.
The leader in talk radio on the internet, right here on K98Talk.com.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1246. 800-826-1246. That's 800-826-1246. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
This is Slickery Trigger for Rebel Road Tactical. With proper care and feeding, your pistol will be ready when you need it. There to save your life. Shouldn't your gear be that good? Whether you need a holster for comfortable everyday carry or a tough-as-nails holster for your next training course, Rebel Road Tactical has what you need. Check us out on the web at rebelroadtactical.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-516-7602 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-516-7602 to take your call right now. Call 1-800-516-7602. That's 1-800-516-7602. Again, 1-800-516-7602.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-696-1030. Again, 800-696-1030. That's 800-696-1030. 800-696-1030.
For riders and public personalities, it's becoming increasingly important to have an online presence. This normally takes the form of a website and social media. However, things like a cluttered site or broken links can scare potential readers away. It's time to get a health check. Until the 30th of June, Black Wolf Editorial Services is offering a special website health check package. Get a new bio for your site. Have the site navigation and general layout assessed. Get a review of your Twitter activities. Get an objective opinion about your public Facebook page. Find out what works well and what could potentially scare your readers away. And all this for $35. At the end of the day, the face we put online will be the one that most people will see. Let us help you put your best foot forward. Black Wolf Editorial Services, nurturing your writing into maturity. For full details and a list of other services, visit us at blackwolfeditorial.com.
The wrong way. Welcome to the place. Welcome to the
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote.
Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-610-9050. That's 800-610-9050. 800-610-9050.
The Internet will never be the same. You're listening to K98Talk.com.
Wow. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely.
Life or property or freedom away from you.
And we're live here on the Vito and Vito Show. I'm Vito.
And I'm Vito.
And we want to welcome everybody to the Vito and Vito Show. Tonight's going to be a great show. We're talking about Donald Trump. We're talking about Hillary Clinton. She is officially the nominee. A round of applause for Hillary Clinton. Are we excited here? We've got Connor in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Connor's here in the house tonight. Connor is a, what are you, Connor? What do you do?
I'm a philosopher.
He's a philosopher. He philosophizes.
Aren't we all?
You got a degree in this, right? You got a degree in BS, pretty much.
Degree
right?
in BS. Well, Vito, tell us who we all are, actually. You know what I'm saying? Who are we?
We good segue. Because you skipped me. I'm supposed to tell the world what they're listening to.
Oh, boy. Go ahead.
Okay? You're listening to 2 perspectives, now 3, college-age millennial conservative libertarians out of liberal hellhole, Brooklyn, New York, where we are committed to defending the principles of free markets, liberty, and individualism, where we hold no punches on the show.
None whatsoever. Political correctness is out the window. I'm not politically correct, although Vito is.
Very politically correct.
Very politically correct.
Huge.
Vito, Donald Trump. Connor, you're a Trump guy. I'm a Trump guy.
Trump bot.
You're a never Trump guy, Vito.
Never.
He's never Trump. I'm on the Trump train.
Never.
We got a problem here. I think across the board, because Hillary Clinton is officially the nominee of the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party has said we want a lying, corrupt criminal who is under investigation to lead our party. This is what we've basically done this year. This is what the Democratic Party has done. Yeah. And Donald Trump is up against this. I don't care what you say. Any Republican running should beat this woman. There is so much information there. From Benghazi to the emails to whatever. There's so much out there to put Hillary down. This should be a cakewalk for Donald Trump. Vito, do you think Trump is going to win in 2016? It's official. It's now Trump and Hillary. That's what it is.
Unless she's indicted. But yes, Donald Trump will beat Hillary Clinton. I think anybody can beat Hillary Clinton. Did you see what Donald Trump tweeted, though, to Hillary? Did you see this?
What did he do?
I'm going to explain this. Ready? Donald Trump tweeted, said, Obama just endorsed crooked Hillary. He wants 4 more years of Obama, but nobody else does. Mm-hmm. So Hillary decided to quote that tweet, and she said, delete your account to Donald Trump.
That's the best she's got? She's going up against a Twitter maniac right now.
And then Donald Trump said, how long did it take your staff of 823 people to think that up? And where are your 33,000 emails that you deleted?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I love it. I want to see a Twitter war between Hillary and Trump.
That's what this election season is going to become. It's going to become a Twitter war between these two people. And I'm telling you right now, Hillary Clinton, the biggest liar, corrupt, disgusting, spitting on the graves of veterans by the work that she has done. She is an absolute disaster, and this country cannot have her. Cannot. Now, I'm looking at it like this. It's going to be very simple. Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, who's winning? I say Trump's going to win in a landslide. What do you say, Connor?
I think Trump's definitely going to win. I mean, this has been the largest turnout for Republican voters in history, basically. So if they don't come out to vote, then, I mean, well, they obviously have been voting, and they will come out to vote in the general, and I think Donald Trump's going to take it by a huge landslide. But I have a question for Vito over here. If you're not voting for Trump and you're not voting for Hillary, who are you voting for?
Yeah, Mr. Never Trump. Gary Johnson, by the way, is the Libertarian presidential nominee.
So I might vote for Gary Johnson. I'm not decided yet. But it will not be Hillary. It will not be any Democrats or Donald Trump. I will not vote for them. I will vote on principle. I'll vote for somebody I do like. It doesn't matter if my vote is going to be with 3 people or 30 million people.
Can you vote for me?
I might write you in.
So,
maybe.
I want to talk about this because over the past over the past week, we saw the primaries in California pass. We saw primaries in other states pass. And I'm just dumbfounded at the amount of people still voting for other candidates who aren't even in the race. John Kasich and Ted Cruz are picking up votes. It's over. New Jersey, like 9% of them are voting for Ted Cruz. What are you voting for? The guy's not in the race. What are you doing?
Well, they're voting against Trump, I guess. You know.
But it's not changing anything. You're screaming at nothing. Nothing. I don't get it. I don't get it.
They're going down with the fight. You know,
what? You're down already. How much lower are you going to go? You're 6 feet under. The guy's out of the race. I love Cruz more than anybody else. He was my pick.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
He's gone. What am I going to do? I'm going to sit here and cry, or I'm going to try to make something happen. I'd rather vote for Donald Trump because here's a guy that I could agree with on a good chunk of the issues.
What's a good chunk?
We're talking about a wall. We're talking about deportation of people that should not be in this country. We're talking about banning Muslims from entering the United States because there is a problem with Islam and the religion itself. There needs to be some sort of issue there. We're talking about fixing the VA. We're talking about stopping the raping that's going on with the U.S. in terms of trade with China and Mexico. I don't see where Donald Trump on those issues is wrong. I do see where he's wrong in terms of maybe just coming at people a little bit too strongly. But I can't even say that's 100% wrong. It might not be presidential, but it's damn well what we need, and I'm on the Trump train. So I'm tired of the BS by these people that are so never Trump because you're never going to get anywhere. You're not going to win. So let's turn around and jump on the Trump bandwagon, or do me a favor and just don't vote this election cycle.
Great. Do you vote for Republicans in New York City?
Do I vote for Republicans in New York City? When there are Republicans in New York City, I'll vote for them.
Well, why? If they're always going to lose.
Not in my district. A Republican ran, and I voted for him, and he did win.
Congressional district.
Matter of fact, Dan Donovan, a moderate Republican.
Aside from our congressional district.
Which I do not. I would rather a much more conservative member in Congress, but go ahead.
Right, so do you vote? You might as well not vote for your assemblyman because it's always going to be Democrat.
No, that's different. If there's a Republican nominee, I could vote for him. But if I'm sitting here...
But that Republican in Brooklyn is never going to win, so you might as well go with everybody else.
No, there is a shot. There is a small shot. There is a small shot of that Republican winning in Brooklyn or New York, for that matter.
There is no shot.
There is a very, very small shot. You know why? Because he's on the ballot. Please explain to me the shot that Ted Cruz has right now.
No, you know who has a very small shot at winning? Very small?
Who?
Gary Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
So he might just get my vote.
Great.
Why?
I said great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, let's assume lots of people do that, and Gary Johnson and Donald Trump split the vote.
Which he needs
15%. Who wins? Who wins the presidency? Who wins the presidency?
The Democrats.
The Democrats. Hillary Clinton, a woman who, by the way, is being investigated by the current government that she seeks to run, okay? That woman will win. So I'm still trying to figure this out. We'll have more on this issue later. Later on in the show, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about Donald Trump's comments about a Mexican judge, about the Trump University case. We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Because I'm on full support of Donald Trump. Full support of Donald Trump and what he said. I stand by his comments, and I'll even debate anybody that wants to come on and go toe-to-toe with me, Vito.
Maybe I'll debate you.
All right.
Dun, dun,
this is going to get better and better. Pretty much Paul Ryan, Newt Gingrich, a lot of these big shots in the GOP have denounced what Trump have said. So this is something else. What? Calls? Is that what you said, Vito?
Are we taking calls?
Of course we're taking calls. Why wouldn't we be taking calls?
718-705-4469.
That's it. That's the
from
number.
memory. I think I memorized that. Just like you should memorize that number to give us a call. but only between 8 and 9 o'clock on Thursday night. So if you're listening to a recording, you'll get like a pizza shop or a strip club or something else. So only call during these hours on Thursday night. Okay, so make sure that's what you do. But Donald Trump with the judge, Mexican judge, building a wall. Do the math. He's Mexican, right? Connor, what do you think of all this going on?
Well, I mean, in terms of the Mexican judge, I think what Donald Trump was actually getting at was the fact that this judge doesn't actually care about America. I think that Donald Trump was trying to go towards that, trying to say that this judge is just he's not American, at least enough for Trump. He was, Trump kept going on that he's a Mexican, he's of Mexican heritage, he's all about the Mexican heritage. I don't think that, and I kind of agree with Donald Trump. If you have, people that are technically American but are burning the American.
He's from Indiana, the judge.
Okay, but I know people that are from Brooklyn that live right in our neighborhood that are burning the American flag. They're not American. I don't call them Americans.
Yeah, I can't. I really can't deny that.
So what's any different than this judge who actually has a little bit of power and actually is going to execute and abuse that power to make Donald Trump look like a bad person? Of course he would do that because you know what? He doesn't care about America. And he doesn't care about this country being great again because this country is no longer great because of people like Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama and all those really, really left crazies that want to take this country over and basically make it a communist. What are we, Venezuela? We're going to become Venezuela in the next 20 years if Bernie got elected. Oh my God, that's nuts.
Let's start off and preface with something very, very simple. Okay? Let us preface with something very, very simple right now. I'm going to break down what went on in the news. Okay. Number one, Donald Trump said that the controversy erupted when Donald Trump told CNN's Jake Tapper that Gonzalo Cruel or something, he's a judge in the Trump University class action lawsuit. Okay, everyone knows about Trump University and how a bunch of people are suing. Okay, they say that he's not giving Donald Trump a fair shake because of the judge's connection to Mexican political activism after critics bemoaned such an accusation as racism. Trump doubled down on the comments on CNN's Face the Nation. He says, the judge is a member of a club or a society very strongly pro-Mexican, which is all fine. But I gotta say he's got a bias. The club that Trump was referring to was called La Raza, and it's very simple. If you look at La Raza's mission statement, it was to promote the interests of the Latino communities throughout the state. La Raza, when you translate it, actually means the race, by the way. So if we're talking about racism, I'm going to call out where racism is brewing right now, and it's on the left. And I can't go ahead and attack Donald Trump at all. Zero. I cannot attack him at one bit for what's going on here. The judge is connected to La Raza. It's an organization which, even though there's been some stuff on PolitiFact or whatever, those fact-checking websites, and the Washington Post, and they're all saying that La Raza, the California La Raza that this is where the judge is from, that, it's really the true meaning of La Raza, if you look at the difference back when it was started, the mission statement is to stop discrimination that goes on within the law against Mexican lawyers and judges and to promote, equality and all this BS they're saying. Okay, well, in reality, if you think about it, La Raza, when you look about promoting Latino community interest, what does that mean? What is one of the biggest issues right now in the Latino community? Can somebody answer that question?
Immigration.
Donald Trump is a pretty big...
and Donald Trump and immigration, I don't think they're going to go well together. So I don't see where it's racism on Trump's behalf. Trump isn't saying anything racist. If anything, Trump is if anything, he's stating common sense right here. I don't see what's wrong with this. He's calling out, this guy has a wall with Donald Trump. He has a problem with what Donald Trump is doing, and I don't see where Trump is going wrong.
I mean, it makes sense because if he sees the bias. So if you see a bias, when you go pick a jury, right, during voir dire, you pick the jury members, and the lawyers try to eliminate you if there's a bias, right? So if you walk in there like, I hate Mexicans, support them all, you're probably not going to get on a certain case, okay? They're going to try to weave out the undesirables, okay? Now, why can't that happen with the judge? If the jury should be unbiased, shouldn't the judge be unbiased? So if you're putting a jury on a case with Donald Trump that has to do with immigration or anything, you either love Trump or you hate him, right? So if you're going to be on a case and you hate Donald Trump, well, doesn't that sway your opinion? Doesn't that make you biased?
I think it does. I mean, right now, Donald Trump is only calling it like he sees it.
Right.
Judges and lawyers in a case, the voir dire process, they'll see somebody who's they think is going to swing against their case on a side. They're not going to be impartial, and they'll throw him out of jury duty.
Right.
Donald Trump is pretty much calling out political correctness right now. Bob Corker comes out and denounces Donald Trump. Newt Gingrich says it's one of the biggest mistakes of his campaign. Paul Ryan comes out and denounces him. Mitt Romney spewing his mouth somewhere across the country. You're going to have to explain to me, where is it that Donald Trump, where in his statement is it racist? You can't even say it was implied because he's not implying anything. He's giving you what he's saying. He's telling you what he's thinking. Where is the racism that is being coded here? You know what this reminds me of? People are digging within Donald Trump's words,
Big
like
time.
the left does for microaggressions. You ever heard this microaggression BS that goes on in colleges?
Yeah, of course,
right?
of course, yeah.
Microaggressions, like, if I say the word, I don't know, watermelon around the black guy, I'm obviously a racist because watermelon has been stereotypically associated with black people.
I love watermelon.
I love watermelon. I think tons of black and white people love watermelon. It's not really microaggression.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think the problem, especially Vito brought this up, and I thought this was a very interesting thing for him to say. He said you either love or hate Donald Trump. So I think any jury that's chosen is going to fizzle out no matter what because you either love him or hate him. It's a bias on both sides. Therefore, it's just going to be like it's going to be thrown out no matter what. So Donald Trump wins regardless. The second thing I wanted to bring up, and I'm taking this from the other Vitos, definition or translation of La Raza. That's how you say it. La Raza.
The race. Yep.
And just the fact that it has a definite article in front of the word, the race, implies that it's only one. I would say that is quite suspicious of racism itself because it's not the race. It would have to be a race. And I think the just means it's a probably superior thing.
Not,
I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there as a semantical kind of question.
It's got a lot more symbolism than
it's not even the fact that the judge is Mexican or this and that. It doesn't matter if he's from Indiana or Mexico. Listen, he's part of that group. He's part of that organization. Donald Trump is connected. You think of Donald Trump, you think of like crazy hairdo, a lot of money, and deporting Mexicans and building a wall. That is what you think of with Donald Trump. That is his whole campaign. His campaign is built around that. So if you're going to be having this judge connect that's a direct bias. I do not see where he's wrong.
Now, a lot of people are saying that Donald Trump, of course, Elizabeth Warren has attacked Donald Trump. And
I can't stand her.
Jake Tapper, which, by the way, she's endorsed Hillary Clinton, by the way. So here's a woman that was so reluctant to endorse either Bernie because she's fearing the Clinton, demolishment. And, now she jumps on the Clinton bandwagon, which is ridiculous because she's obviously...
Because she wants a job in the administration, assuming she wins somehow. Because, women, she's a girl. Oh, I'm a girl. Vote with your vagina. Listen, she thinks she's Native American because she has high cheekbones. This lady is stupid.
Pocahontas. Donald Trump calls her Pocahontas.
Okay? So when we were watching her before, she's saying, oh, Donald Trump with the university, and you took advantage, and nobody's above the law. How about Hillary Clinton? Like the dumb broad you're endorsing in a couple of minutes?
Oh, Vito, you can't say dumb broad.
Why? The dumb girl, the dumb lady.
Dumb broad, that's not politically correct.
I'm sorry.
We don't want that. We don't want to offend anybody listening to this
the
program.
The psychopath formerly known as Hillary Clinton. Okay? She is a criminal. She should be in prison just next to the rest of the other criminals in this country. Okay? That is very simple. She's being investigated. I don't know how you can vote for Hillary Clinton. You're either dumb or you do not care about this country. Either way, you should not be voting.
That's pretty much, you should rethink, if anything, to vote. When you look at Hillary, I got to throw this out there. This woman really needs help. I mean, I think there's something wrong with her, honestly. I think, she's, the way she talks, 1 minute, I think she's a psychopath. She'll look at you, she'll lie, and then, she'll be like, oh, it never happened. And then when they show her the facts that it did happen, she'll turn around and say, oh, well, it's no big deal, or she'll just throw it off to the side. And she's just so calm. She'll laugh. It's just so robotic and stiff. There's something, honestly, I think there's something wrong with her.
I had a dream the other night.
All right, this is
Ready?
She was in your dreams?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was at a conference, wherever, backstage with the media, and she was shaking people's hand, took pictures, then I was near her. So she smiled and went to take a picture with me.
You slap her ass?
That's a different dream. And she went to take a picture of me or something, and I just, pushed her away. I said, I don't like you. Don't shake my hand. You're disgusting me. And then, like, of course, the whole security was like, oh, it's racist. Take him, sexist. Take him away. And I woke up in like a sweat. I was all sweating, everything. I hate this lady. I cannot stand Hillary Clinton. Okay, I can understand if you're going to vote for Bernie. Like, I get it. You're just stupid. You support socialism. You're not a smart person. I understand that. But those are your principles. If you're voting for Hillary, I do not see principles. I do not see any knowledge, any intellect. You are just a dumb person. I mean, how could you vote for that? Oh, she's a criminal. That's fine. You know what? Those kind of people support, like, Mao and Hitler. Just stupid people.
Well, tell us how you really feel. We're going to break. When we return to the Vito and Vito Show, more talk on Donald Trump and his comments about the Mexican judge and the Trump University case. And Hillary Clinton's the nominee of the Democratic Party. We're going to rip this woman to shreds because of the absolute irony of Hillary Clinton getting the Democratic Party's nomination and President Obama's endorsement and the current investigation into her emails by the administration that was endorsed by her. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this here on the Vito and Vito Show.
Who might you save?
Your mother, your father, your husband, uncle, aunt, son.
Learn FAST, F-A-S-T, the sudden signs of a stroke, and you could save.
Your friend, teacher, boss.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. F-A-S-T. That's F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in the recovery of
your neighbor, the waiter, grandmother, grandfather.
So learn FAST, the sudden signs of a stroke, then pass it on, because you never know who might save you.
Your wife, your colleague.
Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org, brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to mooch off your friends.
You gonna finish that grape?
You mean the one in my mouth?
You don't need to stop buying the necessities.
What you're smelling is a natural musk.
Ew.
You don't need to be a medical test subject.
How do you feel?
Mostly okay. Sometimes, though.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman. Let's break for lunch.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
All right, deal.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the California Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Fighting the Common Core standards? Need a powerful tool to help inform others on this harmful education initiative? You're covered with Common Ground on Common Core, the collection of essays by 20 top education experts and activists. Reviewers call it the best single resource on the topic. You can share it with literally anyone. Order your print or digital copy of Common Ground on Common Core today. Just visit resoundingbooks.org. That's resoundingbooks.org. And get $2 off when you tell them Vito and Vito sent you. Paid for by Resounding Books Pack.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan. We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was fine.
The most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Message. Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ReadyPA.org, brought to you by ReadyPA, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
And we're back here on the Vito and Vito Show. Make sure you check out the website, www.vitoandvito.com. Give us a call right now, 718-705-4469. That's 718-705-4469. I should have to repeat it because it should be in your phone already. Save that under Vito and Vito. Very simple. So when your girlfriend goes to your phone, it's like, who's Vito and Vito? Then you can explain about the radio show. It's very simple. But most importantly, follow us on Twitter at Vito and Vito Show and like our Facebook and Instagram. at Vito and Vito Show.
All right. Enough with the Vito and Vito Show already. Keep rambling.
All right, Vito and Vito.
Yeah, Vito and Vito. Vito and Vito. Vito and Vito. All right, here we go. Back here talking about Donald Trump on the Vito and Vito Show. 2 college millennials. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook. All right. We got Connor here in the house. Connor is a guest contributor, I guess, right?
He's the official Vito and Vito contributor.
Oh, yeah, he's the other Vito.
The other Vito, yeah.
That's it. Vito.
Vito, and Vito.
Vito.
Vito. All right, Connor, so we're talking about Donald Trump and the Mexican judge. That's what we call it, the Mexican judge. He's from Indiana. He's from Mexican judge from Indiana. All right.
You saw the interview, right, with Donald Trump? He's like, he's Mexican. He's like, and what's his name is like, he's from Indiana.
If you're not
Jake Tapper on CNN, he was the one that was.
If you're not from America and here, you're not from America anywhere.
Look, I don't know this guy. I'm not questioning his patriotism. What I am questioning is the fact if this guy can be impartial.
Everyone's biased.
People are saying that it's racist to judge him because he's Mexican. That I'm not caring about, like Jake Tapper said, we're not caring about the cases. What we're really caring about is his Mexican heritage. Is that going to affect his case? I'm not saying, I don't really care where his heritage is from. What I'm saying is, we got the organization that he's connected to. That's the problem. I think Trump could have elaborated on that, but that's pretty much the facts here.
You do that with a lot of things.
All right, yeah, that would help. All right, as a Trump fan, that could help.
What do you mean?
That would help. But Donald Trump, definitely in a tight spot here. Vito, he's definitely in a tight one.
No, he's fine.
You think so?
Yes.
Because Newt Gingrich has come out. Newt Gingrich, possible VP pick. Bob Corker, possible VP pick. A lot of these people have denounced Trump.
So?
Will this hurt him in the general?
Okay, number one, Donald Trump probably doesn't even want or need a running mate. Okay? That's the number one.
Donald Trump would be
I don't need a VP.
Donald Trump would be the only guy running for president in the history of this country not to have a vice president on his own doing.
Probably.
Like, I could see him saying, nah.
I got it.
The wall will be the vice president.
The wall.
He
should screw everybody and get the Mexican president who cursed him out to be his VP. He said, we're not, remember that? The Mexican president is like, we're not building your effing wall. We're not going to pay for your effing wall. Yeah. You should get him to be his VP.
The wall just got 10 feet higher.
Because the vice president really, he doesn't do anything anyway, the VP, right?
Oh, no.
I mean, what was the last, like, super duper crazy decision made by the vice president?
What kind of coffee to buy?
Maybe in the 80s when Reagan was, like, incapacitated because he got shot.
Yeah, no, that matters. I mean, like, aside from that, but he would have to take over the position of the president.
You know how fun it would be to be Trump's vice president?
I thought you were going to say, you know how much fun it would be to get shot. And I was like, I don't really.
No, I don't see why I would bring that up. Being Trump's vice president or like his press secretary, Trump's going to be his own press secretary. You know that's going to happen.
I can see that.
Trump will not have a press secretary. He probably won't have a cabinet. He'll just do it himself.
He has in the past been known not to have a public relations firm. He's been known to. He has been known to have a public relations firm. Although some people doubt that, but I don't know. Donald Trump being Donald Trump.
What was the original question you asked me?
What was the original question?
About the bias of the Mexican judge. Is it biased? Should he be there to judge him?
Well, there's that. That's certainly. Listen, that's certainly a question. But now a lot of the other people, like Newt Gingrich, who was really one of the higher lists here, he could have been a great VP pick. He could have actually assembled a lot of the Never Trump people.
There's a lot.
But I don't think he's gonna.
VP
I don't
picks.
think that Trump is gonna look at Newt Gingrich in a positive light now, because Newt has been on his side for the whole campaign.
There's not a lot of people Trump can look at in a positive light. Honestly, he should pick like Rosie O'Donnell or Oprah. That's what
he has said at the beginning that he wanted to pick Oprah.
Yeah,
remember that?
And guess what? If he picks somebody like that, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I have realized that politics throughout the years that we've been involved in it, we really don't have a damn say in anything.
No.
Because in the past we had John McCain and Mitt Romney. I can't stand those two people. Now we got Donald Trump. I'm a little all right. But Donald Trump can turn around and say, you know what? Bernie Sanders is my VP pick.
And what are you gonna do?
we really can't do nothing about it. Like, well, what's the worst that we could do? Not vote? I mean, that's not going to help.
Oh, wow. Gary Johnson.
No,
That's what I'm telling you.
Gary Johnson. I love him, but he's a spaceball. I do. I mean, he's sitting here telling
we all?
He's vowing not to smoke pot in the Oval Office. They asked him at the Libertarian debate if he ever smoked pot. He's like, yeah, 4 weeks ago. I'm like, oh, man.
Why not?
This guy's a trip. Huh?
He's just on a trip.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me, but...
No, it probably makes a bad decision. Hey, whatever relaxes
What
you.
to eat. That's probably the best decision he's going to be able to make. That's probably the most important decision.
So you tell me Obama never lit up?
Obama has. Yeah.
No,
In the White House.
Oh, in the White House?
In the White House.
I think he's doing crack in the White House. How about that?
Probably.
I mean, we're talking decision that this man is making. We're talking. What's the matter, Connor? What's the matter?
You're out of your mind.
What'd I do? I said crack?
Yeah.
Why?
You said Obama smoking.
I think Obama's
Crack in
smoking the
White
crack
House.
pipe. Honestly, I think he is. Obama's in the right because he's making some ridiculous decision that only a crackhead would make. I mean, he's making amends with Iran. They don't want our amends. We're turning around. We're going to Cuba. They're not even meeting us at the airport. All right. I mean, this guy's definitely on
You
some
know
type
why?
of drug.
Same thing happened with Bill. Because the first lady cannot satisfy him.
Is that what you think this is?
That's what I really think it is. Because
Yeah.
she looks like a man.
Oh.
She looks like
I'm not going to go that far.
I do not like Michelle at all.
Why, Vito? Why?
Look, number one, she's hideous. I do not think she's
Michael
attractive.
Obama.
Michael Obama. That's who she is. Two, okay, one, she's hideous. Two, she's married to a crackhead liberal. And three, she's just trying to get involved in legislature. Like, oh, we have to eat healthy now. We're going to have processed apples come to all your freaking public schools now. I don't like her. Okay, she looks like a monkey. A man, like, so bony.
Look, I get that no political
And,
argument. This is ridiculous.
Me horny.
All right, guys.
I do. Okay, I don't like
I'm the
Michelle.
moderator. I'm the rep
That's
over
awful.
here. All right,
That's
let's go back
awful.
to Donald.
You can go ahead and send your hate mail
And
to
Donald has
Vito.
an imported wife, Melania. The model posed naked. It's just going to be a great White House.
You can send your hate mail. You can send your hate mail, MSNBC, over to Vito DiGiovanni because he's the one that's calling all these names. But I will say, if Donald Trump's not a reason to vote for him, if Donald Trump is not a reason to vote for Donald Trump, Melania is enough of a reason to vote for Donald Trump.
Right. Do you understand when Donald Trump becomes president? Look at the last couple of administrations that have been in the White House. You had Bush, who was just a whack job. I mean, he's hilarious, just watching George Bush.
Okay.
Then you got
He's had some
Barack
funny
Obama,
moments.
and him and Michelle's just a mess. Who knows what goes on in there, right? He built a basketball court out back, just flying around the world.
Golfing
is just a mess. Now Donald Trump, I can see him move and get all new furniture because Obama was there first.
And you know what? He'll pay for it himself.
Yeah, and everything will be Trump.
I
He probably won't even use the White House.
Yeah,
He'll use Trump Tower.
I think he'll use Trump Tower, and that the White House will be a summer home. I think that's what I think it's gonna be. He's gonna have a summer home. He'll probably mow down the White House, make a golf course out of it, and then that's that. That'll be his summer home. I hope that's cute. You built a basketball court. That's nice. Yeah, bang! Here comes the golf course right in the back of the White House.
But
now,
now,
get back to the
that's the
serious
Pentagon. I don't want it. I move.
Let's get back to the serious question right now. The Washington Monument gone. Let's get back to the serious question.
Bill Clinton's memorial.
Let's get back to the serious question. Does Donald Trump received a lot of animosity from Republicans as his comments? Does this hurt him in the general election,
No.
yes or no? And what is he going to do now with these possible VP contenders that have basically abandoned him on this issue?
He'll find somebody. One, even if they don't like Trump that much, somebody's going to be smart enough to keep quiet because they know Trump's going to win. So if you want to be VP, you want to move up, you're going to be quiet and you're going to hop on the ballot. Listen, it doesn't matter. How many times, you saw this during the debate all the time, Chris Christie and this person, everybody's going after Trump. He says this, he flip-flops, he's rich, he doesn't matter, blah, 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 blah. As soon as they drop out, I love Donald Trump. Like, how about I interview you? Like Chris Christie did. They turn around and they just love Trump because they know Trump's going to be the nominee. They know Trump's going to win. Trump's going to be president. And he's going to make America great again. And they're going to pin these people in his cabinet and in his administration.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to pick probably the other popular Republicans in this country who did run for president, who do like him or support him, and big names.
Right.
It's that simple.
I think that's a plausible point. Connor, what do you got?
Well, I was going to say that Trump, being the businessman that he is, he's going to hire smart. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get the people that can do the job, and the people that stay quiet that know they can do the job
I hope.
are going to be the people that are going to get paid. So they're going to keep quiet. Those people that are denouncing him, oh, Donald Trump is this, Donald Trump is that. I honestly don't know if that's genuine, to be totally honest with you. I don't know if it's genuine because they'll say it now, then he'll become president, and they're going to say, I want a job. And he's going to say, well, you're the best person for the job. You're not a nice guy, but you know what? If you do the job right, yeah, I'll give you the job.
It doesn't matter. Listen, you might not like the guy, but he knows what he's doing. But also you have to realize, does Donald Trump know who to put in place? As a business, he knows who to hire because he's good at business. But government and business are two different things. He has to know what he's doing in government and politics. They are two different things.
I don't think so.
No, I think the
government is a business.
The government is not a business.
There is a difference, but at the same time, I do see a lot of the comparisons in the two. I mean, I do. Look, I can spend the whole night talking about this, but we got to move on. Hillary Clinton is officially the Democratic nominee for president, so congratulations. There's a round of applause for Hillary.
The first female.
Here's your round of applause.
That's your round of applause? The snapping of the
smallest
fingers?
violin in the world.
Yep.
She's the first woman to be the nominee, right?
I don't think so. I was seeing stuff all over the internet. I got to go back and do a little fact check right now. But she is the first, I think, of a major party to be the presidential nominee. So congrats to that. And she's also the first. There's a little more history with this. She is the first nominee of a major party to be investigated by the government in which she seeks to hold the position. How about that?
That's what I was going to say.
How about that? Good for her. So there's history being made, whether she's the first woman or the first person to go to jail. She's definitely she's making history right now. Bye-bye Bernie. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, guys, throw out that hashtag, bye-bye Bernie.
Bye-bye Bernie.
Bye-bye Bernie.
When is this crazy Jewish socialist man getting...
He should never drop out. Even like in 2 years from now. when
Still be running?
Still go.
And they'll still have morons following him
do not
around.
suspend... If I was him, like, you're just going long enough, might as well keep going.
If he's still alive. I mean...
Like the Rolling Stones, you made it this far, just keep going. Just don't stop. Why not? 6 years from now, in middle of the administration, Bernie's still running. He'll die. Still running.
Still running.
Still running. He'll never suspend his campaign. But actually, it's smart because, listen, he's running now. What if she gets indicted? Who's going to be the nominee?
Oh, my God, that maniac.
Or she goes to prison.
That's a good question.
Then he'll say, oh, the Democrats have to unite behind me because we have a criminal now running. We can't win with that. Well, he's wrong because the Democrats will still vote for it because they're stupid.
Nearly 50 years ago, before women earned the right to vote, Victoria Woodhull headlined as a progressive all-star ticket. She ran in the Equal Rights Party in 1872. So she was the first person to get nominated as a woman.
Sorry,
and run
Hillary.
for president. So Hillary, I don't see the historic occasion.
She even lied there.
I was watching CNN the other morning, and CNN kept saying just how revolutionary it is. The same crap like Obama. What a revolutionary thing.
Wow.
Wow, a woman. There was a Republican strategist on there, and she was boasting about how great it is for the Democrats in the world and America and the culture to have Hillary Clinton, a woman, get nominated. I was like, oh, shut up. Really, that's what it is. A vagina running the country. That's really what they want.
Everybody's so mesmerized by vagina.
Well, aren't we all? But, I mean, we're looking at something like this, and we're making it out to be like it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's not.
Can we even count her as a full woman?
I don't think so.
I mean, look at those pantsuits. Come on.
We should. That's it. I'm calling on Hillary Clinton to approve her sex.
Well, you can ask Bill about that.
Yeah, I don't think she's probably not a woman because Bill would, Bill would be on
right,
that.
we think about Monica, yeah.
Yeah, really. I mean, he had to, find Monica and other stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
so it is official. It is Donald Trump versus Bill Clinton's
Monica Lewinsky's ex-boyfriend's wife.
Pretty much. This is what's going on here. Yep.
Henry Clinton, guys.
Henry
Clinton.
Not Hillary. Henry.
Hillary right on Clinton.
Okay, all right. So Hillary Clinton now turns around. She also received the endorsement of Elizabeth Warren and President Obama this past week. Pocahontas and the President of the U.S.
Let's read that quote. I'm sorry to cut you off. Let's read that quote.
Please do so.
All right, let's read that quote.
All right, Connor, as you pull up that right now, Hillary Clinton endorsed by Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, and
Barack Hussein
Obama. What's going on here? I don't know. But this is supposed to be this wonderful thing by these two idiots in the Democratic Party. Go ahead, Connor. What do you got?
This was in 2008. Donald Trump tweeted this out today. Throwback Thursday. And this is a quote by Barack Obama, 2008. She'll say anything and change nothing. Who's she talking about, guys? I mean, who's he talking about?
Is President Obama in 2008 talking about Hillary Clinton?
Crooked Hillary.
Crooked Hillary?
That's who he's talking about.
Oh, wow.
He just endorsed her. I wonder what kind of unity of a party that is.
Yeah, some unity. This is what I mean. I'd rather have the division in the Republican Party extend because they're genuine grievances instead of the Democratic Party basically using this ridiculous veil that everybody can see through.
And Obama's thrown her under the bus so many times.
Absolutely. The Clintons and the Obamas, by the way, don't like each other. I remember the New York Post was writing these reviews on books about how the Clintons and Obamas don't like each other. I don't know just how true it is, but I know there's got to be at least some element of truth to that.
But the Democrat president, who's the head of the Democratic Party right now, has to endorse the current Democrat nominee. Just like the Democratic administration cannot indict the current Democrat nominee. It's all politics and it's all corrupt.
You're going to have to explain to me again how the woman who is running for president on the Democratic Party, it's inconceivable, Vito. It really is. It's inconceivable. It doesn't make any sense. Because we're talking, this is basically what's going on right now, okay? President Obama endorsed Hillary Clinton today, and she's a woman running, we don't know if she's a woman, but she's running for president of the United States, carrying the banner of his party, who is under investigation by his own administration. Can someone please explain to me what the hell is going on in that White House? When I say this man's on crack, there's got to be an element of truth to that too, because this guy, if you just heard what I said, makes no sense. His administration, with his attorney general, is investigating this woman who is the nominee of his party, and he comes out and endorses her. Why doesn't he come out and endorse child rapists at this point?
Well, I think that's a little bit much.
No, it's not. They're both criminals. Hillary Clinton is going to get indicted. She should get indicted and should be thrown in jail for what she's done. Still waiting to see over the 3,000 emails that she deleted, and don't forget the 4 Americans who died in Benghazi. Let's not forget that. If there are countless times Chris Stevens called for help, how many times did Hillary Clinton deny him? Over 12, 13, 14 times? We're going to break. We're going to return more of this stuff, plus forget about it moments, right here on the Vito and Vito Show. Don't go anywhere.
Who might you save?
Your mother, your father, your husband, uncle, aunt, son.
Learn FAST, F-A-S-T, the sudden signs of a stroke, and you could save.
Your friend, teacher, boss.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. F-A-S-T. That's F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in the recovery of
your neighbor, the waiter, grandmother, grandfather.
So learn FAST, the sudden signs of a stroke, then pass it on, because you never know who might save you.
Your wife, your colleague.
Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org, brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to mooch off your friends.
You gonna finish that grape?
You mean the one in my mouth?
You don't need to stop buying the necessities.
What you're smelling is a natural musk.
Ew.
You don't need to be a medical test subject.
How do you feel?
Mostly okay. Sometimes, though.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman. Let's break for lunch.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
All right, deal.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the California Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Fighting the Common Core standards? Need a powerful tool to help inform others on this harmful education initiative? You're covered with Common Ground on Common Core, the collection of essays by 20 top education experts and activists. Reviewers call it the best single resource on the topic. You can share it with literally anyone. Order your print or digital copy of Common Ground on Common Core today. Just visit resoundingbooks.org. That's resoundingbooks.org. And get $2 off when you tell them Vito and Vito sent you. Paid for by Resounding Books Pack.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan. We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was
the
fine.
most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ReadyPA.org, brought to you by ReadyPA, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
We're back here on the Vito and Vito Show. Check out the website, www.vitoandvito.com. And follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook and Instagram at Vito and Vito Show. Vito, it's time for Forget About It moments.
That's right. Forget About It moments of the week right here on the Vito and Vito Show.
Forget about it?
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Paul, forget about it.
Forget about the moments of the week right here on Vito and Vito. We break down some of the crazy moments that happened in the world, and we tell you what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Tell us what you think if this stuff is out of control. Are you dissatisfied with humanity? Right here, we're going to find out. Vito, what's the first forget about it moment?
Ready? There's a video that just surfaced on the internet that shows a lady who decided to completely trash a store after her food stamp card got denied.
That's awful.
She just went off and destroyed the place. Like, a man went up to her and tried to stop her, and she started throwing Cheetos at him.
So she went ahead, she ripped apart a store that's not hers because the government won't pay for her food.
Mm-hmm.
This is the world we're living in, folks. This is it. You should flip out over an Obama phone, not able to get good service or some stupid crap like that. This is what we're living in.
Flip out how this economy is completely trash because our president.
And she should also be flipping out at the fact that she can't afford food. You know, unfortunately, this woman probably can't afford the food because either A, maybe she's too lazy, or B, let's give her the benefit of the doubt, she can't find the job. She can't find the job because we live in an economy with the largest corporate tax rate in the world, the developed world, up 35% for a corporate tax rate, not to mention the double taxation that comes out of business thanks to the IRS. Don't forget also, if you're a conservative, you're going to get targeted and audited by the IRS. It's going to happen. So that woman really, I don't know if I could fault her 100%, Vito. Some people will. Maybe she's just frustrated.
Oh, you don't destroy the store.
No, that's out of line. That's like the protesters in the Ferguson stuff. Remember that, the Ferguson protesters? And in Baltimore, remember that? They burned down the CVS?
Quote, I want to protest by burning down my community.
You see these stupid protesters at Donald Trump's rallies? I mean, those protesters have helped Donald Trump. I hope they know that.
Oh, yeah.
The more of an ass they make themselves look, the better off it looks for Donald Trump. Because he's like, look, these people are against me. They're all waving Mexican flags, by the way, so I don't care what you say. They're all waving Mexican flags. These people are obviously more Mexican than they are American, and they're not going to like anybody on the Republican ticket. They're not even probably going to vote for Hillary. They're all Bernie people. What does that tell you? I wonder if these people are going to go away after Bernie decides to drop out. Not drop dead, drop out. One or the other. I don't know. Something's going to happen. But I'm just trying to know.
But he's not going to drop out, so.
I think he intends to stay in long. To keep it, to the long haul, all the way to the convention, to give every state an opportunity to vote for him.
I think he should stay in forever.
To me, Bernie Sanders seems like the biggest narcissist right now because he doesn't. They all talk about Trump, but it's really Bernie. He should get out of the race, bow out, and you have no chance of winning, and just get out there and support what's his name.
I feel bad for him. I mean, he's like, you're voting for her.
He's hoping that those superdelegates are going to jump on his train, like they did with Obama. With Hillary in 2008. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
He clinched already. It's over, kid.
It is, and I think a lot of these socialist kids are upset. But not to worry, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a constitutionalist-loving American, don't worry. There will be more women flipping out over EBT cards in the future, probably college students, because those young people are going to grow up, get older, and elect much more socialist people to run their Democratic Party. Bernie has succeeded this election cycle. He has. Bernie has succeeded in pushing the Democratic Party to the left.
He's, 98 years old? It took him long enough to run and do something.
You know what? Good for him. He has had an impact on the Democratic Party. In terms of just accomplishing a goal, he's done that. He shifted the party to the left. And it's going to keep going left until these people are going to be running around with little red books. What's the second forget about it moment?
Right, this one is for you, Vito. Within 10 years, the Telegraph paper is reporting that in England, they're going to soon have sex robots.
Oh, that's cool.
Just bring them to your bedroom and never speak to another female again.
All right, there's no problem. Solves that issue, right?
The question is, do these robots make your sandwich after?
That's good.
That's the question.
Connor, would you be interested in a sexual robot?
And that is not sexist. I just get hungry after. It's very simple.
Who's making the sandwich?
Sometimes I have to, sometimes she does. Sometimes I call my mom, sometimes I order out. It depends. Maybe it's already ready right next to me.
The world has gone mad.
The world has gone mad. Connor, are you into this right now?
We're not even going to have the. It's kind of like, I look at it as the same kind of playing field as, like the gay community. Like, it can't pass on. So how can even the normal people pass on? I mean, the gay people can't pass on anybody. Normal people now can have sex with robots. They can't pass on anything. The world is going to end, guys. That's it.
We
We're
have
done.
robot
We're done.
children.
I see, like that movie, I, Robot,
Yeah.
that Will Smith movie.
We're done.
I think they were banging robots.
It's very, very simple, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody relax. Very simple. These robots are only there for pleasure. And it's going to be a wonderful thing because that means men don't have to put in any effort.
What the hell are you supposed to attract a female?
All we got to
to
do
have
is
children?
just insert the quarter and something else into the robot, and then we'll be A-okay to go.
But what kind of a man is that? Are you,
That's the- now that's
are you
really-
a man
And
if
what
you're
about
going
your
to
first-
You cannot procreate with a robot. And one of the three
How do you know?
P's, the three P's of manliness: procreation, protection,
Penis.
and well, penis. You can see.
I'm going to go with pornography. I'm going to... This, you know what that really shows us? That shows us the wussification, the pussification of the modern day male.
Pussification.
The pussification.
The
of society.
pussification, men. The men are not men anymore.
Yeah.
Smoking is not cool. Smoking's freaking cool. I don't care what you say.
Okay, relax. We're talking about having sex with robots.
guy's like a cowboy over
All
here.
right, the Marlboro man today is considered an offensive trait. You know that, right? It's like the stereotypical white man.
What? I just don't think it's smart to smoke. You know, it probably hurts you. But that you can do what you want. But maybe having sex with a robot hurts. Maybe you do what you want. You're having sex with a robot. You're not going to know these social skills to go out and talk to a female. What
That's
if
the
it's your
point.
first sexual experience?
It's
all
harder.
these kids get with
It
these
is
robots?
harder. It is harder to speak to females today because all these women, first of all, cry rape over the slightest thing. Number one, and number two, which by the way, if it's political correctness, you know, if I touch a woman on the shoulder or you touch her on the waist, it's considered rape.
Like that new law in California where you have to ask explicit verbal permission to make any advances with a girl. Like, is that okay? Can I touch you on your shoulder? Or during the middle of any kind of sexual interaction, you have to verbally ask, is that okay?
You know,
Do you like that?
You know what's
Are you sure? Say yes. Speak to me. Take the gag ball out and tell me. Please.
You know, it's funny. You just form everything in a question. So while you're actually, you know, doing it with the woman, while you're doing your thing, you have to say it like this: in, out, in, out, like a question. You don't say in, out, because then it's
I don't know. You tell me.
in, like just form it like a question, and you'll be totally fine if you live in California.
It is much more difficult today to speak to women from men because of all this ridiculous nonsense. Men are no longer these strong masculine characters today. It's all feminine nonsense. You know, you see these guys out there jumping on the feminist train. They're all, you know, oh, men are evil. White men are evil. White men are evil. I seen some lady walk around
I hate
telling.
my life. I'm whiter than a man.
Did you see this thing? It was on the internet. Someone was walking around college campuses saying we need to kill all the white men. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
Kill
the white man. It's ridiculous. This is it. White men are evil. White men are evil. It's absolutely disgusting.
And the third, forget about it, actually ties into this because there's a new survey saying that fewer high school kids are having sex. That the new survey came out this year that down from 47% last year to this year it's at 41%. And even less are having sex before they're 13 and multiple partners. So is it because this new generation coming up does not like sex? I don't think so. I think they're so pent up with their pornographic virtual reality porn and all these sex robots that they don't know how to go out and talk to girls who have real life sex. They don't know how. So when they go talk to the cute girl next door and they don't know what the hell they're doing, they go, oh, my robot's so much easier. Or my hand is so much easier. And these don't do anything. That's why it's down. That's my theory.
I think it's down. I think it's down. Yes, I'd agree. The pussification of the American male. Men aren't strong anymore. We're not allowed to be because it's sexist. We hear this all the time. I think it's absolute BS. But I also think it has to do, and I think you hit on it before, the whole idea of porn and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff isolates man from the rest of the world, so he's going to be in a lot of trouble. When he's so into his phones, you see it all the time. Kids always on their phones, not outside in the real world. They're not able to adapt and be with their environment. They're sheltered. So porn acts as another way to shelter people. I'm not against it. All I'm saying is, if you're going to do porn, that's fine, but contain it. You know,
Yeah, if
I
it's
think
like
a lot
a
of people
rainy
get
night
so
or something,
into
you know,
they
fine.
get so into it, it distracts them, it messes them up in the mind,
You know, if it's-
and that hurts. But ultimately, the postification of the American male is the biggest problem in America because men cannot speak to
Because these
women.
are social skills. This is
it.
something they do not learn.
And you know what's destroying that? Cultural Marxism. It's the idea that 1 in 4 women will get raped when you go to college. Nonsense. Remember Mattress Girl walking around, I think, Columbia
Yeah.
University with a mattress because she said she was sexually assaulted. Not to mention the Duke lacrosse players, which was a lie. I mean, come on. It's absolute BS with this the whole rape thing.
Well,
I mean,
I get that some guys now are afraid to talk to girls because they're afraid of getting accused of rape. But it's their fault if they're not talking to girls how we're saying because they don't know how to, the social skills they lacked and the sex robots. And
Listen,
this and
listen. But also, be a gentleman. How about that? Actually try to do. I mean, yeah, obviously you're in high school, you're in college, you want to get some, some of that. But be a gentleman. Do what you got to do. You don't need no damn robot.
that's what we're saying, right? But it's
Talk to
harder
them.
to be a
I
gentleman
know
today.
it's hard to be because the girls are on the phone all day. You don't think, and they watch porn too. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to hear any of that.
If she says she doesn't, she's lying. Okay, I don't believe any of that. Okay, the female friendly.
Absolutely.
Don't
Look,
start me on that.
you're not allowed to be you can't be a gentleman today because you can't be a gentleman today because gentlemen are less than women. You know they're not equal. You're not able. If you open a door for a woman, you know what I heard in one of these
I
classes.
can't hold it for myself.
Yeah,
and I slammed it on her face. All right, you can get
Good.
yourself up the ground too.
Absolutely. And you know what the worst part is if one of those feminists, if they were to clock you in the mouth and you would have hit them back in self-defense, I could assure you they would say you shouldn't hit a girl or something stupid like that.
I'll hit a girl. I'm not just going to go out and hit them, but it's in my self-defense. Okay, if she's doing something to me, I'm going to defend myself. You do not fight a bear because the bear will kill you. Don't attack me; I will hurt you.
Are you
Doesn't
the
matter
bear?
if I'm
Is
bigger
that what
than
you're
you.
saying? Are you the bear?
Some situations, yes.
He's sexy
All right.
bear over here.
Okay, good.
Good, baby.
All right, thanks for listening to the Vito and Vito Show. If you stuck around this much, you need help. Thank you for listening to the Vito and Vito Show. Check yourself into the nearest mental hospital. Check out the website, www.vitoandvito.com. Give us a follow at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The Vito and Vito Show in Brooklyn.
It's nothing but the truth.